So here we have the 6 and the 7 foot barbell, both by, I don't know what it says. That one says, that's, I don't know why that helps, but this one's definitely thinner than that. But they both feel good, so get back. There we go, Iron Edge Olympic 15 kilos and whatever that red thing says. And the Iron Edge bumpers are the ones I like. That's that thin blue plate, so Iron Edge. And these are also the Iron Edge squat stands, which I like. Yep. There's no name on the platform, so the one platform I like, I suppose, is best. Yeah, just in case you can't find the same bumpers, it's that distance. On the way to Terrigal to see Clayton and whatnot, I'm still a bit sick, which is fucked. It's been a week. The gym was good this morning. Another thing that I think I do, just to speak to Jordan Shank, I shouldn't leech off people, that's another thing. Another thing is like, I think I'm very good in one-on-one settings or in two-on-one settings at motivating people to go and do something when they're willing to listen. You know, so it's awfully niche. I think I could be the best at that, and empathizing and understanding all that and what it takes. I think I'm the very best, and that's sort of what I should pursue. And my idea is doing that in the fitness and the health space and food, nutrition and stuff. And again, I'm thinking about like the difference like between law, doing PT, and if I said I'm a lawyer, then people like accept me. But just because I don't fit their mental map of what success is, doesn't mean that I'm not successful, or it doesn't mean that I'm a failure. Because I thought about being a lawyer, and I'll probably have to be a paralegal for a few years. And I hate at work when I get dumped with like bullshit, shit, filing, admin, crap tasks, which is just like a waste of time. Do you know what I mean? Like when you could easily do it yourself and just get piled on with a bunch of crap and extra stuff just for no reason, when they're going and doing something more important, which is what I should be doing, and I could do both. Whereas when I'm at the future students job, I do like answering, like I won't end the day, or I feel really guilty if I don't answer people's individual problems, provided that they're not dickheads and they're just like ask actually good questions. But I like answering and helping people who give questions. And then I could do that in the health and fitness space in person, which gives me a bit of a social aspect, because to meet people you do need to be around them more. Like around them more and more and more, at least for me to feel comfortable. And I'm all about giving people autonomy and control over their health and over their fitness, so they can go like, when I was 84, 85 kilos, I get exhausted walking up the stairs, and I hated that feeling. And I felt, you know, but now I can enjoy the food that I'm eating, eat a little bit of like crap, like digestives, and, you know, I feel, and arguably look the best I ever have. So, doesn't mean I'm mentally all there, but I think I'm mentally suffering, and I'm giving all my power away in conversations because I don't feel like I'm progressing in life and I'm stuck. I need to think of a path, because every time I've been happiest, I suppose, confidence in the HSC, confidence after COVID when I was doing the Bulgarian lifts, like confidence in the HSC when I was doing the captaincy and all that stuff, confidence when I was in my first and last semester of uni, and confidence when I met Kira as well and all that stuff. I was confident, and I felt I was progressing in the direction I wanted to go in. I was going out and I was helping, and I was doing some different stuff
to Central Coast Highway
as well. But I was like putting in a lot of effort behind the scenes, and I was enjoying that effort because it was making progress every day. So, and again, like having a coach has been big for me online, and you learn, and I want to give people, same with Jordan Shanks, like even if you get a little bit of money from them, because they like you and you give them so much free stuff, Corey Wayne, they'll come back and they'll come for more. And constant reminders are good, because you do forget, and I always come back to Jordan Shanks videos and watching them for 3-4 years, you know, coming back to them.
At the roundabout, take the second exit
onto
nice, Central Coast Highway.
I was too scared to talk to him the other night when I went to the talk. I use that word because I guess it's true. Whereas like, I don't want to be looked at as like a celebrity. I want people to just feel like confident to come and talk to me. People like me, you know, so I want to be approachable as well. So yeah, it's a lot to think about.
Go past
Hopefully
this
you
light.
got a gem
Go to
there.
the next one.
So I was thinking as well, like, to social media, I definitely don't love the pressure of how to present myself. Like, now you're backed off, cunt. That I have to present myself all the time. But also, I'm thinking like how Scott University does it when they're filming their clients and sort of highlighting their problems and how they're improving. And it's indirectly like, oh, I want to book with the Aaron guy who is the owner of Scott University. So that's how I could be on social media, because I don't want it to be all about myself. I want it to be bigger than me. And that's one way that we could do that. So I'm listening to these Jordan Shakes videos at the moment. And it's definitely true. Like, I work out every day, or I have been for the last couple of weeks or whatever, because it's for my mental health as well. It's physical. And I like how I look, and like I'm improving the areas I want to improve that look good. I can't really tell. But also, like, it's just my mental health. I've done some exercise and I can get moving with the day. And when I need a rest, but I could always do something. So I've trained myself enough to be able to do that, because it's what I'm passionate about. And I think it's necessary for everyone to do, and maybe I can be the one to motivate those people. And when I've talked about all this to you right now, I haven't talked about money once. And I thought about volunteering and stuff, but if I could help people and get paid to do that in a way that I'm passionate about, and that actually like doesn't take advantage of people, I think that's probably the best way forward in life, and to spend all your hours doing that. Two more things. The more time I spend on social media correlates, whether it's causation or correlation, to more depressed feelings. And also, I just thought about haircuts, like how I'm always behind, and if I see what cuts it, I cut it, or long, whatever. So I thought of like, someone deletes the social media, I delete mine, I stop, whatever. It's ultimately, I'm learning things out of it, and what I'm doing, I'm not like, oh, I've got to show this person. Maybe that's the initial motivation, or I want to be like this person, or whatever. But I'm very good at taking a lot of ideas and making it the best one possible. And as shown from my reflective writing in my uni,
roundabout,
I'm good at coming up with my own ideas as well. Quickly, while I think of it, the videos were saying that you look at women how your relationship with your mum was, and women look at relationships with men as how their dad treated them, and vice versa, whatever. In the whole situation of what I'm thinking, and I hate to be this guy, no I don't, this is how I analyze things, and I'm just recording it for you, Adam. I feel like times that I wasn't used, so I went to be somewhere, and like dad couldn't spend time with me, and same with mum coming home from work. And there's times where Kira was used in the literal sense by like being as like a bargaining chip, or the negotiator between the two parents. And that's why I feel like she's being used. That's why I feel like I'm not being used and loved, because I didn't get that love when I grew up. Quick way to wrap up the night. Just watched the Panthers come back to beat the Broncos. That was pretty crazy. And I started watching The Shift by Wayne Dyer about halfway through that. Definitely, if I feel a change is coming, but I don't know what it is or what's going to happen. It seems like that's the way. And the world is energy, everything is energy. And I've documented a lot of thoughts today about becoming a PT and how that would help me grow, because I think that's important. If I'm going to be able to give to people, I need to be able to grow. It doesn't mean take money from them, but that's how I found my energy, by feeling like I'm growing and learning and helping others through that, hopefully. And I wrote about, like training so mental as well, maybe that's how I can be different. So there's a lot of thoughts. It's like, should I wait for next year for it to be free through TAFE? If it is even free through TAFE, there's a lot of directions and whatnot we could go. But a lot of good could come of it. So have a listen through all this. We'll head to the beach. I don't know if I even said that. Beach again today with Seymour Clayton. It's a bit awkward, it was a bit quiet. I feel like I'm talking about myself more. But I mean, I think that's also a good skill to have. And to not be afraid to speak. And also, yeah, I feel like a bit selfish around the house because I live with basically 3 very generous people, in my opinion, very positive and complimentary. And I do take notice. So, but I think it's also important. Like, I've been enjoying just retreating and having some time to myself. I think it's important with the job, which is another thing I think about with the PT. Like, wealth and status and respect is like what a man really like wants in the beginning, but the shift is it becomes about just inner peace and family were the 2 things that I remember, and like spirituality. And I don't want, if I'm doing any job, I don't want it to come home like this job. These jobs have, even though they're easy, just because I'm stressed that I don't think I'm helping or I'm growing or I'm doing what I want to be doing, even if it's working for someone else, you know. So definitely, if I can leave work positive or with more work to do and to be happy about it, and so like I can go home and see mum like when I was happy, you know what I mean. And I even had that with that job, but I mean, holistically, that's what I'm after.